studio. This is the Almost Famous Radio podcast with your host, Jeffy McJefferson. Let's go.
And welcome to the Almost Famous Radio podcast. Jeffy McJefferson here, along with Rick.
Hello.
Rick,
Yep.
we're finishing up a 4th of July holiday weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody have a good... Oh, first of all, let's see. We've got to go around the table. Round the table. Rick.
I'm actually drinking a mocktail. It's a non-alcoholic cocktail, but it's Havana Twist by the Mocktail Club.
Mocktail.
Okay.
I reckon.
I'm doing a Ninkasi Total Dom.
Total Dom. Good one.
Normal.
I got Georgetown Brewery's Dalton.
How's that?
That's really good. It's kind of one of my favorites.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, and it's like Dalton.
Like Loose Wheel and Bodie.
Loose Wheel, Bodie, and Meowza.
Meowza.
Yeah. But, you know, they got, and Johnny Utah, they name these things.
Yeah, Johnny Utah.
They have name these things after different deals or whatever. But everybody have a good 4th weekend so far?
Yeah.
Been weird for me and Rayette, and then we'll get into that another show.
Had some weird things go on.
Had some weird things going on, and Ricker had some family. We were wanting to get his family in, but, you know, this timing didn't work.
It didn't. There was just too much going on and too many moving people and too many
Would have been cool.
people, you know, going in different directions.
So what we did, we started this show a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know,
2 weeks ago.
And it's I found the list of like the list that says 20 horrible number one songs from the 80s, but I am upgrading that to shittiest.
Right.
Shittiest number one songs from the 80s.
What's really scary is if you just went with shitty songs from the 80s, the list would be thousands.
There'd be quite a bit, I would think, right?
Probably.
Yeah. There's a lot of bad music in the... There's a lot of good music
A lot of good,
in the 80s.
though. I
A
kind
lot of stuff I like, but...
It's a big 80s music chickaroo.
I grew up in the 80s, so.
Well, we all were in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good times.
I mean, you could branch this off into many other topics, like best one-hit wonders of the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
You know, all that.
Maybe these could have been one-hit wonders, but
Some of them
Yeah,
probably were.
some probably were. Yeah,
But then there's a lot of shitty number
tons
ones.
of shit.
Yeah, which we get to get into.
Yeah, which we get to get into. So, we ready for the list to start?
Let's do it.
Go.
And I'll try my DJ voice like I did last time.
Right.
Number 1, we built this city. I said, we built this city. Yeah, I sang it a little bit. Yeah, which is not good for
Sucks.
the audience, but yeah. So,
Well,
yeah.
neither is a song, so it's just adding to that misery.
It was terrible.
Yeah, horrendous.
I mean,
I didn't like it.
how did it get there? Seriously,
we went over this 2 weeks ago.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why we have to do it. Yeah.
You know, it all comes down to some of these songs had something that was catchy.
It said it was released in 85 and quickly climbed to number 1. And like, how in the hell did this get to number 1?
It got pushed.
Oh.
It got pushed. It's like it got maximum airtime and it went
Did
there.
people just think it was kind of catchy or something? I don't know.
This group came out in the 60s.
Yeah.
And they had some damn good music back then. And
They've had some good music over the years, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And lots of different names for the band.
Well, they were, Jefferson's
there's
Airplane, Jefferson Starship.
And then
they-
just Starship.
And
Well-
then just Starship, yeah.
Thank God for the members of Airplane and Jefferson Starship that they just call themselves Starship because they don't want to be affiliated with this piece of shit.
Right. Right.
Because this thing sucked.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was shocked whenever, you know, I heard this the first time and it was still some of the major players from
Right, from Airplane.
from Airplane and Jefferson Starship. So I got to move along because that
We
song,
could go on.
Yeah.
That song makes me want to vomit. Anyway,
There's
I could-
19 more horrible ones coming up.
I pulled the Brian Bosworth. Yeah, it reminds me of puke. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Second one. Amadeus.
Is the horrible
Amadeus.
song.
Amadeus.
Bad. Just bad.
Yeah. Terrible.
Rock me, Amadeus.
At least with Starship, there had a little catchy
Like a
thing to it, but that one, just bad.
Yeah, I mean, do you? I mean, it's a homage to Mozart.
right, and it sucks.
Yeah,
At least
I mean-
Mozart music was Mozart music. This is just a shit show. It's terrible.
I wonder if Mozart has like family members and stuff alive today from like
Right.
or when that song came out,
I'm sure.
and they should probably track this Falco guy down and just kick the ever living shit out of him. If they didn't, they should have.
Probably.
They probably
That's
wouldn't have
probably
gotten.
true.
They probably wouldn't have gotten in trouble by the law.
It probably would have been thanked.
Yeah,
Would be my guess.
they might give him key to the city and
Right.
all this other shit that they give people
Yeah.
and things like that.
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably.
And they're like, hey, okay, well, shit, man, this guy, and his name was Falco. The only Falco I liked was that guy off of Replacements, the quarterback,
Okay.
Keanu Reeves, yeah. Shane Falco.
Shane Falco.
Falco, yeah.
That's a good, Shane Falco will not be on this shitty list
Right.
because Shane Falco was cool, this guy not.
The opposite.
So I guess we probably should move to number 3. I just called to say
Terrible.
I love you. Stevie Wonder has had some damn good songs out. I'll give him
Absolutely.
credit. Superstitious is one of my favorite songs. I think it's cool. It's got a good funky beat. But this was terrible. Shitty.
Yeah.
Crappy. But everybody sang it, didn't they?
They did. I think it was easy lyrics.
Yeah,
So-
probably.
So they easily get in your head.
Right.
But you had like 80s hair bands, and they were all, at the time, and they were all, making songs about fucking chicks and
And then you got
doing everything. And then
I
you got,
just
I just called to say. Yeah.
love
I know he didn't call any of those chicks that
No.
like the hair bands,
No.
because they would have, they could have easily hit him in the face because he didn't see it coming. So,
Yeah. It was bad. Well, let's just go with it. It was, and it wasn't even. You know what? If you even thought of putting him in some kind of box as far as the type of music he played,
Yep.
it's still weighing the fuck outside of it.
it is.
It really isn't anything
not
that you
even-
would. It sounds like something that he would just sing, and songwriter wrote, and he
There's
had
no
nothing
way
to
he
do
wrote
with.
that.
Yeah, exactly. He had nothing to do with it. They just found something that, again, was catchy, and they just said, "Oh, Stevie, you can make a lot of money."
Yeah, they
singing
probably put
this
like a
piece
piece of
shit."
paper. They say, hey, check these lyrics out,
Yeah.
Stevie, and you can't see them. And so
They
he just
They
went
do
with it,
have
yeah.
Braille typewriters, so he
Well-
could probably read them. But
Well, I'm sure that they put that one in front of his face and did it that way.
okay,
Because obviously he didn't do it. So
okay,
we're ready for number 4.
do it.
do it.
Wake me up before you go.
It doesn't bother me.
Wham. I know that one doesn't bother you. That
It
one
doesn't.
does.
That was a catchy one, though.
Yeah.
It was one that people got up and danced, and
We're going to find a lot of catchy
I'm not
hits
saying it
on
was
this
good,
episode.
but it was catchy.
It was certainly not, it was not George Michael's
Well, and
best
I think
work.
the girls thought he was cute.
Oh, the girls loved it.
Oh, yeah.
So I think
They were mistaken
My
that they were...
girlfriend at the time,
right.
It's funny, and see, and I called it that
that he was
that way,
not playing on that team.
playing on that team, and I said I would have a better shot than you would, And she got pissed off at me. I'm sorry, but it was the truth.
And it was the truth.
And it was the truth. And then, you sing this kind of song, and then there you have it. Wham! They played this song all over the joint, man.
They did. It is I don't.
It's always a catchy thing.
It's a catchy thing, and I don't mind it. It's not one of those that it's not a good song.
It still shocks me.
But it's not. Doesn't bother me like the rest of them.
To this day, still shocks the living shit out of me. That he's
okay.
Like, no, it does. I mean, but it's okay because there's going to be some that I probably would do the same thing.
Right.
And this is not one of them. And,
no, I get it.
Yeah. Okay.
I get it.
You do.
I'm not saying.
Oh
my God.
See, that's how it starts.
Yeah.
I know. It's like you do the jitterbug.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you were still around after that part, then good for you. Jeez, one of the worst songs is next at number 5. I absolutely hate this shitty song and Lady in Red.
Yeah.
I don't even know how the
Bad.
shit goes. Yeah,
Real bad.
yeah. I mean, Chris de Burgh is his name. And is he still alive? Because he probably should have killed himself.
Well, I don't know about killed himself, but he should have died of shame.
Should have died of shame.
Yeah.
Would
That's terrible.
People should have peed on his grave or took a leak on his
Well, and that falsetto horse shit, just, terrible.
Some of it can be
Terrible.
good, but this was not even close.
Terrible.
What the fuck? Okay, it says it still remains as a staple at weddings and romantic gatherings, but I'm like, whoever would play this at their wedding or romantic gatherings?
I've never heard that.
The
played at a
divorce
wedding.
is coming quickly
God.
on a freight train into your face.
So I mean, number one, at weddings, chicks wear white.
Yeah, what's the lady in
So
red?
she won't be
So
late.
it doesn't even.
So it doesn't even match.
Yeah.
I wonder if that means that's the one coming after you.
I wonder if she
after
was on the
that
rag.
quickie divorce.
So if you're lady in red or
No, let's not go there.
I'm just asking.
I know you're
It's a
asking.
legit
I'm not
question.
answering.
It's a legit question. So
okay.
if it's lady in red at a wedding, it's probably because they are on the white saddle. Okay. Anyway,
Let's move along, please.
Want to?
Move along.
you don't want any more Chris de Burgh?
No.
Okay. We can do that.
Well, we'll
go to
shouldn't.
6.
Okay, good.
By a chick that I really like, and but this song was terrible. Let's get physical.
Yeah, terrible.
Physical.
Terrible. Again, another song that it seems like somebody wrote, she sang, had nothing to do with, and it just went,
I actually listened to that a lot though because I was on the dance team and that was a catchy
So
Right.
song that you could.
Okay, so was it a fitness thing or?
I mean, I think that's. It was a fitness thing,
like not fitness
not
in your mouth.
fitness.
Yeah.
Fitness.
Okay, because I didn't know if it was a yeah. I thought it, so it was like gym fitness, not how about fitness thing in your mouth. Mm-hmm. Okay, but it's like it. But I mean, they played it at gyms, I'm sure,
I'm sure.
and it's not even. But I thought it was about like, let's get physical. Was about like doing it.
No, I think it's double entendre. It's freaking, it's that.
It
But
has
it's,
provocative, like it's stuff
it
like
does,
that. So
but at the same time, I don't even want to discuss it because it sucks so fucking bad.
I think that what they did, I
Let's-
think it was about having sex, but they made
but they twisted it into a
twisted it into
freaking
like a gym thing,
right?
They put the headband on her and then the half shirt and all that kind of shit.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was, and everybody that listened to that probably go, "Oh yeah, duh, asshole." We all knew that back then. So,
Yeah.
so number 7. Well, I got Stevie back at least. Ebony and Ivory.
Terrible.
Just a freaking. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go first. Right ahead.
I did not like that song at all.
Yeah.
Too slow.
Yep.
Nothing.
It seemed like forced racial harmony thing
Right.
or whatever. And stuff like that to me. I mean, I'm not getting, social issues and things like that, but
Just sing a song
yeah.
with the two of you.
But I mean,
And
it's
that'll
like,
project the same thing.
But and the thing about it is that if you're trying to get that across, you came across with a extremely, extremely shitty number. And it went to, now remember, these songs went to number one.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
These weren't just like bad songs of the 80s.
Yeah,
They were
this
like
is-
number one
Bad songs. Yeah.
bad
were number
songs
one.
of the 80s.
Yeah. The most popular bad songs of the 80s.
Yeah.
And they were bad songs.
And this is not good,
No.
And this is in 82,
Okay.
Yeah.
and it probably stayed, I don't even know how many, weeks. All of my, not research, but on my thing here, it doesn't show how many weeks they stayed on the chart at number one.
Well, it could have been extra bad because Paul McCartney had a hand in it. And it really, has he done anything ever since the Beatles that was worth a shit?
Or even with them. Okay.
Well, I don't
We'll
hate-
get into that later.
Yeah,
in another show,
I'm not
yeah.
a Beatles hater, but
Not
again,
a Beatles hater. I'm not a Beatles fan either.
Right.
I think that a lot of their stuff is bubblegum.
7 weeks.
7 weeks. You checked
Wow.
it out. Okay. 7 weeks.
That's
Stayed
a
at the
long
number one
time.
spot on the Billboard Hot 100 chart for 7 weeks.
Damn near 2 months.
Wow.
Nobody could knock that thing off in 2 months.
I
Who
thought
was number? You had the list?
No.
Oh, okay. I'd say who could have knocked that off? It could be easily knocked off. Jeez. Okay, I got to move on.
Well, I mean, there had to have been a hair band around at that point in time that could have knocked them off for sure. In 82?
Anything, man. I mean, jeez.
I mean, it was a little early for Rat, but maybe Crew or I don't know. Somebody
somebody's-
freaking take us out of that horse shit.
Get us out of there.
Yikes.
So we got number 8.
And number 8.
At number 8. She's a maniac on the whatever.
At your door.
Is that what it
at
is?
your door?
I don't know. We're on the floor. I don't know.
I don't know. Out the door, please.
Out the door.
Take the song and your ass
Nice.
out the door.
That's exactly right. Take it out the door.
terrible.
That was that Flashdance shit.
Yeah, it was a flash.
Well,
dance
and I
thing.
think that's the only reason that it probably did good.
because the
It's
movie
because the
was
movie-
popular. Yeah.
Did you watch Flashdance?
How many
No.
weeks?
How many weeks in that one, Maria?
2.
God.
Well, luckily that didn't last long.
But it spent a total of 22 weeks on the chart.
on the list. Yeah.
Oh Lord. Still. So did anybody like the Flashdance movie?
I never saw it.
I watched it again. Dancer.
Okay.
Flashdance was about movie, dancing.
Jennifer
Right.
Bills. I didn't see
Yes,
the movie.
I did
either.
watch it.
But come on now, let's on the video. Got to hand it to her, and she's like got water all over her. She looked kind of hot.
Okay,
that
but the
time. She
music
did.
was
Oh
horrid.
yeah.
Like, you got to turn the
I
music
could turn
off.
it down. You
Right.
could turn that. You could
Mute
it
that bastard.
and watch Jennifer Bills on the video,
Okay.
and then you're okay with it because
Yeah, but you know what? Once you associate that whole scene with that music, it's like can't watch it. Sorry, it's freaking. It's in my. It's an earworm. I'm done. I
So it's
can't
either
do
that
it.
or watch the movie.
Fuck that. I'm not doing
Fuck
either.
the movie because all you have to do is just watch the video. It's shorter. You don't have to deal with the whole movie.
Yeah, but then again, it puts that earworm in your freaking skull. No.
Okay,
good.
kind of agree with that a little bit. Yeah.
Whoa.
So-
Did you just say you agreed with me? Is that the first
it's
time
recorded in history.
Well, I do. I said, yeah, I kind of agree with that. Yeah. I mean,
ever? Okay.
you agree with me about everything I say, so it's okay. So,
And
Let's go
proof
to,
is in the pudding.
proof.
We know
There's a lot
that
of
there
proof.
is alcohol and drugs involved.
Don't even have to.
Yeah.
We're good to go.
All right.
Let's go to the 9th ranked shittiest. Oh, God.
Oh, is
I
it
just
that bad?
I just swiped it. Oh, Mickey, what a pity you don't understand. And God Almighty. And I apologize, everybody, not just for my singing, just for the songs. And I didn't even write them or sing them, but okay. But anyway, Mickey.
1 week.
1 week.
Yeah.
1 week.
But still, it was bubble gum. You kind of get slimy and sticky just thinking about
the
it.
only time
Terrible.
that song, I've karaoke'd it a couple times
Sure.
with Jackie once, and
Yeah.
so karaoke song. I mean,
It's guys like you, Mickey. And you
not
can
that it's good,
do, Mickey, do. Mickey.
but it's an easy karaoke
Don't break
song
my heart, Mickey.
for someone that doesn't karaoke. So
Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey. Yeah, okay, come on. Now that, and the video, of course, with the cheerleader shit.
Right. If you're going to watch a cheerleader video, it's
not
gotta
that.
be. It's got to be Smells Like Teen Spirit.
That's much
That's
better.
the only one you're ever going to watch.
That's
that you go,
much better.
Okay, that's a good cheerleader video.
Yeah, and God, it seemed like they played it so much on the radio. I can't believe it was only number one for 1 week.
1 week. Yep.
I know. It would seem
And-
like
and
it would be
video
way
on
way more.
MTV, they played it all the time too,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Because videos are huge. It's an integral part of that shit too. So they have her as that cheerleader and stuff like that. And who believed that she might have been a cheerleader, but I didn't believe it. At least that's time. So anyway,
Right.
but
A 35-year-old cheerleading.
yeah,
Whatever.
Or
Yeah.
however old she
Whatever.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
And every time, man, because we were all saying it's catchy, and these all were catchy.
Right.
And I'm making
That's
air
the
quotes,
one thing.
air quotes, catchy songs.
That's the one thing that they had in
Bullshit.
common.
Yeah. They actually did. Yeah, they were kind of in that same.
Pop,
Catchy little-
catchy.
Yes.
Catchy,
Yes.
with some synthesizers and shit
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
Had that's like that stupid airplane song or Starship song
Built in
with
City,
it.
yeah.
It's got that freaking synthesizer keyboard intro crap. That's just. I mean,
Just
it does
exhausting.
want. Yeah, it's exhausting, and you want to poke your ears out, but it's catchy.
Okay, we got to go to number 10.
Okay.
I think Ricker likes this song, so this might be hard. It's the final countdown. Well, it's final countdown, Schley. What do you got?
You are wrong.
I'm looking.
I know she is. I'm wrong. Okay. I thought
Okay.
1986.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
You talk about a heavy keyboard, heavy, and then they posed as hairbands.
Oh, wait.
Wait, whoa.
It
ahead.
spent 2 weeks at number one on the UK singles chart. It peaked at number 8 on the Billboard in the US.
Okay, that's why we won the war.
We dump our shitty music quicker.
That's why we won the war. Because I mean, they had it for number one for 2 weeks. Didn't even make number one here. Yes, that's kind of a good 4th of July weekend win for us.
Right. Red, white, and blue.
Although
they have red, white, and blue
I didn't
too.
even know that.
I was reading that. I was like, wait a minute. This is different. So, yeah.
It was number
Interesting.
one only in the UK, not here.
Yeah. Number
Okay.
8 here.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Good.
It doesn't say that it was number one.
Yeah.
U.S. number
F
one.
that
but-
POS.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's wow. Yeah. Okay. You British people obviously don't know music, and even though I shouldn't say that, they have a lot of good freaking
Right.
It's kind of yeah. I'll take that back. Sorry, UKers. You do have some good stuff coming out of there. Anyway, so yeah, that was like one of the most keyboard heavy songs
Yep.
of
Yeah.
the 80s.
Yeah.
I thought, well, just listen. Hey, listen to it. If you hadn't listened to it, listen to it.
And don't blame us.
Yeah, and don't come over here and like kick the ever-loving shit out of me for it. It's sorry. So we're gonna go to number 11.
Do it. Just say
Number
it. Don't try
11.
and sing it.
Karma,
It's-
karma, 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 karma,
Oh, my
chameleon. Culture Club, man, they were hot.
Oh, they were something.
I mean, they were hot
Yes.
back then.
Oh, they
Well,
were.
and talk about catchy.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a catchy song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You checking out the...
3 weeks
That's it?
in 1984.
Shocked.
3 weeks. I actually thought that number would be quite a bit higher.
Shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually thought that was going to be.
Long.
It
But
also
again, it's
spent 6
terrible.
weeks number 1 in the UK.
Well, okay.
I had... And
Yep, I thought that would be quite a bit higher.
like I was saying before, I had a girlfriend at the time, back then, and she fucking loved Culture Club. She had Culture Club posters all over her freaking...
I listened to them quite often, but I didn't have their posters. I had Duran Duran plastered all over my
Of course.
room. But I
it's-
did listen to Culture Club a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give it to some of these guys. I mean, like Boy George, he could really sing good. He can sing.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't a shitty
He-
singer.
No, but
Yeah.
he's not much as a human being.
Well,
I'm just saying. I mean,
anyway, yeah. So he was definitely different back then with all that stuff, and he pulled it off.
He sure did.
You know what? You know, he was a product of the '80s, and that's
Yep.
and he ran it.
he ran it and he got it done.
Yeah.
And the culture, because I don't even does anybody know anybody in the culture clubs, the band members' names? I don't.
No. Just him.
Yeah.
Just him.
Yeah, and he called himself Boy George, so that's it, man. I mean, and nobody else. I don't even know anybody else.
I wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah,
You could put him in front of me, and
I wouldn't know.
I
yeah.
wouldn't know.
Yeah.
No way.
there was no guitar solos either, so that sucked.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, and that was big in the '80s for us.
So,
you know,
yeah.
when we were into metal.
yeah,
It was-
we like that shit.
Yeah.
So, number 12,
Number 12.
another deep breath. I can't believe this is in the '80s. Okay, it's from '80. Okay, so it counts.
Okay.
Do that to me one more
Oh,
time,
terrible.
Captain and Tennille.
Yeah.
Captain and Tennille, I'll tell you right now, Briette's checking it out while she looks at the status of number 1. But any song that they sang was stupid.
Well,
1 week,
Good.
February 16, 1980. After 4 weeks at number 2, the very next week, Queen's Crazy Little Thing Called Love took
Kicked
over.
her ass. Thank
much
you.
better song.
Thank you,
So-
Frederick P. Mercury,
Yeah.
There you go.
for freaking taking that song down. Oh, God, that's almost.
You know what? That is
Nirvana type, you know,
Yeah,
in
that is
that.
sanity fixing insanity.
Good God, man, that's almost like Nirvana when they took down, some of that shit that they were playing in the '80s. So yeah,
There you go.
yeah, I'd give it to you. Did you like it though, Red?
No.
Did you like Captain and Tennille?
No.
Any of their songs?
I don't think
Well,
so.
let's
Not even Muskrat Love.
let
I don't think-
that
no.
isn't them anyways. But anyways, look at it this way: Captain and Tennille, Captain Crunch, Captain Kangaroo, all for kids.
Hey, you know what?
It's all for
I like
kids.
Captain Crunch and I like Captain Kangaroo.
When you were a kid,
Even now, I'll take them over Captain Tennille.
oh, I'd take anybody over Captain
Yeah.
and Tennille. But if you're going to pick a captain, only do it when you're under the age of 12.
Wasn't Captain Kangaroo done in Portland?
No, I don't.
No, I don't think so. I think they did. Well, I don't know. That's a good. Now we're going to get
Well,
out the
'cause
Google
I
machine.
thought- Some of my friends went to his.
Did you guys have any? Okay, well, she's looking at it. Did you have anybody at your school that wore that captain hat when they were doing that shit?
Oh, it says Manhattan.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It was probably at CBS there in Manhattan.
Did
It
anybody
was,
wear?
yeah,
did
yeah,
anybody
yeah.
wear that captain hat that he wore?
Captain and Tennille.
Yeah, you know the captain hat
Yeah.
that he wore. Did anybody in your,
Anybody hear the music and go, "I'm going to do"?
Anybody in your school ever wear a captain hat?
No.
No.
We had
No.
one guy at our school, and guess what they called him?
Captain.
Yeah,
Yeah. Again,
Clever.
they called him captain.
So
let's
clever.
just leave it at that.
All right.
Yeah. Captain and Tennille.
Number-
Horrible.
Number
13.
13. I like this song, and it's they called it one of the shittiest songs. Won't you take me to Funkytown?
Oh, I liked that
I
song.
like that song.
It's okay.
Yeah, Ricker even kind of likes it.
It's okay.
That was
It's not, it is definitely not in the same category as shit show of horror show.
Spent 4 weeks at number 1.
Okay, they beat Captain Tennille because this was in 1980.
Yep.
So they defeated Captain
May to
Tennille.
June.
Okay. So they even kind of took down Freddie Mercury.
You sure did.
So
Or somebody in between. I'm not sure.
somebody
But
in between.
yeah.
But
Yep.
yeah,
It was after that, yeah.
That was kind of a cool song, I think.
I liked it.
Not bad.
We skated to that song. That was always at skate, at the skating
At
rink.
the roller rink.
At the skating rink?
That was a, that one
Right.
and My Sharona.
Oh,
My
Sharona,
Sharona. Oh, my.
yeah. That's not going to be one of the shitty songs, I hope, because I like that
That's
song.
that's
Yeah, but those
70s
two, I
anyways.
remember those two as skate songs.
It might have been skate in the 80s.
No. No, it was like 78.
My Sharona?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was
Oh.
78.
That's getting close. I think it was the 80s.
No, it wasn't.
It topped the chart in
Trust me.
79.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And lasted into the 80s.
No, it did not. And again, it wasn't, it was, what did it ever
Knack.
go to number 1? Yeah, the
The Knack,
Knack,
yeah.
yeah.
So
Did it ever go to number 1?
it should have. If these songs did, that should have. Because I'm kind of digging My Sharona. Yeah.
I think it did.
yeah, number 1 for 6 weeks.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And they were kind of a one-hit wonder. They had a couple of songs, but I don't think anything came close to
You know
that.
who should have took advantage of it? Not at the time, but now lately, like Corona, and they got together with the
My
got their-
Corona.
Yeah, they did My Corona.
Yeah.
They
But
should
then
have
they
done
do La Playa, and it's like, I don't really give a shit. Everything doesn't have to involve
But the
a
Knack
beat.
probably said, "Oh, this beer fucking sucks. I don't even want to be part of it." So
Well,
good-
they're from Boston, so shouldn't they do
From Boston.
Adams?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're from Boston. I'm pretty sure.
Sam Adams.
That's it.
So that
My
would've
Sam
worked, yeah.
Adams.
Yeah. But yeah, kudos to you
For not doing
for not doing.
the La Playa,
I love it for not doing My Corona.
My Corona.
That's,
Yeah.
Okay, 14. Guy I liked. He's one of the songs he sang I really liked a lot, but the best that you can do. Arthur's theme, with Christopher Cross.
Yeah.
See,
okay.
Ride Like the Wind was a fucking brilliant song, and it was cool. It had a lot of shit on it that I liked. I know you probably don't like it, Ricker, but
I'm not saying I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't really care either way.
oh, dude, that song. To me, that song was the shit. Okay, what did?
So it was 3 weeks.
82,
October 81.
Yeah,
81. Okay.
Now
For 3
wait, the
weeks.
movie was awesome.
The movie was good. Yeah.
Fucking movie
Very
was
good.
great. Yeah. But yeah, hey, okay. Look up "Ride Like the Wind." Did it ever go to number 1? Because it should have. It should have been number 1 for like 68 straight weeks when it came out.
You're smoking crack.
No,
again.
it should have. I'm curious.
No,
I'm
it
serious.
wasn't that good.
It was that great.
It wasn't that even good.
Bullshit.
It did not reach number 1, but it did.
Fools.
It peaked at number 2 and spent 21 weeks on the chart.
But the boom. Because it kicked
It
ass.
did reach number 1 on the U.S. Hot Dance Club play chart, holding that spot for 7 weeks.
Thank you, Christopher Cross, for one of the best songs out there.
Does that really even seem like a dance
That counts.
song?
No.
Really?
No.
I mean, just honestly,
No, it doesn't seem like a
it
dance
doesn't
song.
seem like it. But
Yeah. If you listen to that song again and listen to the lyrics.
No,
man,
I'm not going
no,
to.
No. If you listen to the lyrics of that song, man, that song had some shit to it. So, gotta hand
okay,
it
but
to
I'm
Chris
not
Cross.
going to. I'm going to take your word for it and avoid it like the fucking plague.
I'll text it to you.
No, you won't.
Oh, but I will.
Next one.
I'll probably just write it down and
Next one.
Anyway, we'll go to 15.
Thank
and then
you.
I'll get to Christopher Cross tomorrow at work.
At work. Yeah.
A lot of people like this song. I wasn't a big fan. Sing it, Slade.
Oh,
My love runs cold. My memory has just been sold. Angel is a centerfold.
No.
Jay Giles Band.
Yeah.
6 weeks.
82.
6 weeks at number 1.
They're hot. I mean, not hot like
Yeah. I
thick
mean,
hot, but they were
that
hot.
was a popular song.
Man, that song was
Real popular.
pretty good. That you know, and then they kind of
I didn't hate it. In the time, I didn't hate
No,
it.
but I think Jay Giles had a lot better songs. I really do. I think they had a lot better songs, and it wasn't. I don't get me wrong. I don't hate it, but I thought
Not
it
a
was.
favorite.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Should have thought it stayed at number 2 or something.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Stay at number 2, be out in obscurity forever, and
Yeah.
that's okay.
Okay.
Well, was there any good Jay Giles Band? Was Love Stinks? Is that theirs?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that was actually a good
Love
song.
Stinks, I
Yeah,
think was Jay Giles Band.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
So,
And I actually think that was a much better song.
I think he wrote Love Stinks after he couldn't get the centerfold.
Did not
Right.
reach number 1 on the chart. It only peaked at number 38.
Oh no, but
But it was a better song.
I was just
But I'm
saying,
just
yeah.
saying, like,
yeah.
yeah,
It
'cause-
didn't do well, which means it's a better
Yeah.
song.
'Cause they wrote-
obviously in the 80s, shit that should have never got to number 1 got to number 1.
I believe that. I believe that song came out after center, or they wrote that after centerfold because they couldn't get the centerfold.
I think it did.
So they went,
honestly,
yeah,
Love
What
Stinks.
year did it? Love Stinks come out?
Yeah, good question.
84.
Probably before knowing our luck.
it was title. The song was the title track of the band's 1980 album.
Oh, it
see,
was
came
early.
before. So
Yeah,
what they
okay.
did, they wrote that song, and then just in case the centerfold didn't work out, and then they were, okay. I'm trying to give them a break. So, number 16. My love, it seems just like starting over. John Lennon.
No.
No.
That was in the 80s. That was in 80.
And he died in 80.
Yeah.
Wow. Spent 5 weeks at number 1.
I'm sure it did, just because it was John Lennon.
Yeah.
It
you know,
reached the top spot in late December 1980,
I think he died in 80. Didn't he get shot
shortly
in 80?
after Lennon's death.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
See, that was that was a funny time because.
So I bet you think that's why.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because it was a
Not
horrible
because it
song.
was a good song,
No,
right?
it was just
Yeah.
Lennon and timing. Because
Yeah.
they literally, we had rock stations that back in Detroit that just played Beatles songs for like 6 months after he got murdered.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
It was horrendous.
That was brutal.
It was.
Yeah, that
It
had
was.
to be brutal.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
But and I don't hate the Beatles, but everything after, other than George Harrison, I can live without. I really can. I can't think of anything that Lennon did or McCartney did.
Man,
At
I
least
like that.
Ringo Starr
I like-
had.
Nobody
what was
told me
it?
there'll be days like this. Strange days indeed. Strange days indeed. He wrote that song that was kind of in the 80s. I like that song. It was way better than this. So, but hey, I'm not a Beatles fan.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's probably a couple of good songs that they had.
Yeah.
That's not right off the. But everybody they're like gods to the people like, oh yeah, I was inspired by the Beatles. How? Just to kick their ass with better music. Good job.
Again,
You probably
just-
did it.
There's some songs, but
I think George Harrison was better as a single than these guys were, and nobody even cares about him.
yeah.
So anyway, we're gonna go to
There we go. It must be a
17.
barn burner.
She's got Betty Davis eyes.
That's pretty bad.
I actually liked that song.
Really?
Kim Carnes,
Yeah.
Betty Davis eyes. We're gonna find out in 1981.
A total of 9 non-consecutive weeks.
They kept going back and forth.
It initially dropped to the charts for 5 weeks, topped the charts for 5 weeks, then dropped to number 2 before reclaiming the top spot for another 4 weeks.
Wow.
How?
There was no fucking music.
Was there anything out?
Obviously, man. It was bad.
I wish I had a list of what was out at that time.
I know.
Because it was 81, so I'm sure there was good stuff. 81. God. Better than Betty.
You know what's really funny is I kind of think that some of the Judas Priest music that was coming out then was freaking just fantastic.
Yeah,
And
but they won't chart.
I get it, but I mean, it wasn't like there was, all bad music. Some of the music was pretty freaking good.
They had good music.
Yeah.
We had the Aldo Nova.
Aldo Nova, there
Hey, man,
you go.
I liked Aldo Nova, man. And then we heard that shit on the golf course. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I couldn't find
Oh, I thought you had some.
I was trying to look for it, but
But you liked Betty Davis Eyes.
yeah, I thought it was okay. I mean, it wasn't
But
a
that's
favorite,
it.
but
It's
it was okay.
total-
Yeah, it was fine.
Okay, her
I don't
voice-
know that it warranted 9 weeks at number 1, but
Yeah, and like I said, it was total synthesizer. I don't think anything else is on that besides synth music.
No, I don't think so.
And she did have a little raspy voice, which she probably
She
could.
did.
She could have probably parlayed that into something cool, but she went with Betty Davis Eyes, so she fucked up. Sorry, Kim Carnes, if you're alive. Anyway,
Not hating on you.
number
but the music
18,
sucked.
kind of a group that I really liked, but this song started their downfall for me. And I can't fight this feeling anymore.
terrible.
Yeah, when Kevin Cronin went Ballad Boy, they had some badass songs, man. Way earlier than that shit, man. I mean, like Ride the Storm Out and then Golden Country and shit like that, and then even with the Taking On the High Infidelity record with Taking On
Right.
the Run and stuff like that, they had Gary Richrath. What you got for Can't Fight This
3
Feeling?
weeks
God.
in 85
That's-
in March.
3 weeks too long.
I went to a Styx REO concert, and he was saying how long it took him to write this song and get it perfect. I'm like, well,
If you spent 5 minutes, it was too much of your time.
Yeah.
Fuck stick.
yeah, and yeah, that was it. And I can't remember any songs off of that record, but I know that there was better because that song sucked.
That's that would be the longest pee on record is their time on stage versus Styx. I'd rather listen to Styx than that horse shit.
Because and that sucks, man. Because like I said, REO Speedwagon, I really liked them a lot, and they had some killer songs before, man, and then they started this shit, and that's why Rich Rath said, "I got to get out of here."
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he passed away, and he was a damn good guitarist, man.
Okay.
No, he was. Trust me.
What? I'm not
Yeah.
arguing. Just saying that crap
his
was
family didn't
horrible.
even tell me to say that.
You just did it out of the goodness of your heart.
Yeah,
That's
because
awesome.
he's
Wow.
he's a great
You got
dude.
a little soft spot in there?
Hell yeah, for Gary Richrath.
Yeah,
That boy,
whatever.
that boy.
Okay.
No, listen to some of the shit that the 157 Riverside Avenue. Listen to that song and listen to Rich Rath on that. Act like he's talking on the phone to Kevin Cronin, man. When Kevin Cronin's talking and Gary Richrath talking back with a guitar.
Okay.
Bad ass. Trust me. Go back and listen to it, folks. Don't listen to Bicker. Anyway.
I didn't say anything.
Number 19, and this is a bullshit. This is bullshit because I think this is a great song and it should not be in the shitty
I actually
song.
really like this one.
Every rose has its thorn,
Yeah. Okay.
just like every night. Okay, but that's to me good song.
It's not bad.
Weeks. 3 weeks is all.
Only 3.
I'm actually shocked at that, I'll be honest.
Parison.
Yeah.
Reached the top spot December 24th of 1988.
That was my brother used to run a karaoke business in Columbus, Ohio,
Yeah.
and he.
It's probably one of the most popular karaoke songs.
Yeah, and everybody wanted him to sing it because he could slay it. Apparently, I never heard him sing it, but I mean, everybody that I met there that met Mark.
Oh, he's got to sing this.
He Every Rose Has Its Thorn was the begging,
Yeah.
but and Poison, I kind of like Poison.
Yeah, I
They're not
listen to
bad.
them a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't too
Believe
bad.
it or not. I listen to everything from like the hair bands to country.
Right.
Like, and everything in between. All the pop, all the big 80s, like everything.
And that was like 1988 when this one came out.
Yeah.
So this is kind of in the almost toward well, that's when they were doing ballads all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what led to grunge is the hair bands were doing
Ballads.
and the dudes up in Seattle said,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is not fucking dark enough. Let's
Them
do
and
some
Guns-
heroin."
Them and Guns N' Roses were like, hey, fuck
and
this
Guns
shit.
N' Roses, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're
That-
like,
that would
screw
be-
all this shit.
That
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses was kind of the transition
Before the hair.
before
it's
the
kinda,
grunge.
It's about the same.
I know, but
Or
it's
before the
kind,
grunge, yeah, sorry.
yeah, it's kind of that transition from the hair bands to the the grunge.
Yeah.
They kind of were that in between step.
I remember living in Oklahoma and we had there's still a rock station called The Cat. And it was on a Friday, man, and somebody requested, like, not every Rosette, but Doesn't Get Better Than This by Boy. Don't need nothing but a good time.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, and then somebody called the DJ and said, I dare you to play it again. And so DJ played it again. Somebody called and said, I double dog dare you to play it again. So he played it again. And then they played it like 10 times, man, because people were like calling it, hey, I double, triple, quadruple, tenfold, play it again. And they played it again. So
That's funny.
it was pretty
And that's actually, I actually like that song.
yeah. So
That's a good song.
Yeah, Poison had some good shit
Yeah.
at the time. Oh shit, that was 19, so we're down to the last one.
Yeah.
I think we're alone now by Tiffany.
I think we need to keep you in a lone spot because that song sucks and you
1987. Teen
November
Stardom.
1987. Yep.
don't infect the rest of humanity with that horse shit.
Did anybody like Tiffany?
I don't even know who she is.
I listened to her a little bit because she was in that poppy Klitsch.
Yeah, she had
You know.
that. She had that.
Yeah.
She was that red haired chick, and she's like a quick meteoric rise or whatever, man. But
And-
2 weeks.
again, that's
2 weeks at number one,
yeah, and that's
mall
another
chicks, love mall chicks like
yeah.
that.
and
That-
3 weeks on the UK.
That's another
See,
one
those
that's
UKs
kind of
Crazy.
catchy. It's a catchy song. It's kind of must have caught the right wave at the right time, I guess.
Yeah.
She was. Yeah, she had a little quick heater, and
Yeah.
then
Bye.
goodbye, see you later, bitch.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't even know if she. It's kind of funny. Okay, of these people that are alive. Okay, I think that like I know that they're still out doing stuff. Poison's still out doing stuff.
Right.
I hope Europe's not, but I'm sure they are. I don't
Terrible.
I don't even know
Terrible.
who else would be doing stuff out there right now. But because it's kind of coming back.
The 80s music.
Well, that and then it's funny because when you hear 80s music and stuff, like at just say Cartwright's or whatever, and then you hear young people like Kate or the bartenders sometimes, and she's singing it and stuff like that. I go, damn man, that's 80s shit.
Yeah.
But 80s shit, that's
Oldies.
I gotta hand it to the 80s because that stuff that they put out with, I mean, like with all the pop shit, with all the synthesizer shit, with all the hard rock shit and the hair, the hair band stuff like that. It's like it's never really died.
No.
Briefly,
So, just
but
a
go
quick
ahead.
Google here says, I just Googled, are there any 80s singers still actively releasing music and performing today?
Let's hear it.
U2,
Rather not.
Madonna,
I like you too.
Rather not.
Depeche Mode,
No, I don't like Depeche Mode.
The Cure.
Really?
The Cure.
I didn't even know they were
says.
still hanging out. Yeah.
I don't know. Duran,
That kind of
which I know is true because my cousin actually just went to a concert. I saw her post about a concert.
That's Ray It's 80s band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Billy Joel.
Not anymore. Nope, he's stopped because he's got some shit going on.
Yeah, isn't he sick or something?
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Bruce
that's too bad.
Springsteen.
Yeah, well, never mind about
No,
that
I'm
guy.
good. Thank you.
That's anyway, that's what just kind of came up.
Yeah, so, I mean, you see, I don't know, man.
B-52s, Bon Jovi,
Journey's still hanging.
Def Leppard,
Pass.
Erasure,
Def Leppard
Chains of Love.
had some old shit that was good, but I just, as they went along, it just, to me, I couldn't
Got
stand
worse.
it. I couldn't stand it.
Yeah.
It was good. So,
Anyway, yeah.
all right. Well, hey, man, we got this thing in.
Hey,
That's pretty
Pretty
cool.
cool.
Beautiful.
Now let's see if you can get it actually posted in one piece.
Well, I had to have it right here on this, and it's still doing good. But
Okay.
all right, man, we got this going.
yes.
We'll find some other lists, because this list thing, I like lists. So.
I have an idea for one.
Okay, what do you got?
We'll save
You want to
it.
wait?
Yeah, I think we should
Okay,
save
we'll
it.
talk it over at the Cartwright's table.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Just as long as it's not your idea, because those
This
are
one
the
was
ones
mine.
that's-
This is a great one.
This was a good one. This is fun.
Fantastic.
It wasn't fantastic.
It was
It was
fantastic.
okay.
It was
It was
fantastic.
okay. But I'll give you credit. You did come up with it all by yourself.
I have
Good
more
job,
ideas.
Jeffy. If
I have
I
more
was
ideas.
if I was closer, I would give you a pat on the head
It's
and
fun to
send you to
analyze
bed.
these
Yeah.
charts or these
but lists.
lists. Yeah,
That's a great idea.
it's a great idea.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
We'll
call
give
it
you
great.
good, not great.
Call it great.
Okay.
Let's call it great.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should.
I like it. I think it, and I think it can expand into so many different areas.
I think so, too.
That don't,
Yeah.
Lists are again, don't touch into anything that is verboten. You know what I mean? We
Just
won't
a-
get into any lists. Lists are easy
Lists
to
are
keep
good. Yeah,
out
yeah,
of
yeah.
politics or
Oh, no,
anything.
no.
Yeah,
not
I mean,
yeah, we can get into some cool lists.
best hockey team, favoritist.
Yeah, probably sure that's not going to.
I think we could do that.
Yeah. No. But I'd like to, but that's a different story. But anyway,
All
before you
right.
guys get up and start
Sweet.
making noises, let everybody know that we have a website out.
Yes,
AlmostFamousRadioPodcast.com.
check it out.
Check it out. You can actually listen to the show on there, and also has a place where you can use all the platforms like Spotify and Apple and all that kind of stuff. You can click on it, and then you can see all everybody's bios about the show and stuff like that. It's kind of cool.
Still a little work in progress. We're still
Still a
cleaning
little
it
bit.
up a little bit, but it's there.
But we got pictures, as we say back home. Pictures.
Photos.
I know. Yeah, back home we say pictures. Like
Yeah.
baseball pitchers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and new email address, Jeffy McJ at almostfamousradiopodcast.com.
Love it.
It's kind of cool. And, this is a good time. Thanks, Ray.
Yeah, it's fun.
Thank you, Ricker.
I'm glad we got it in.
absolutely.
And so you can also,
perfect.
if you go to the website too, you can join the email list. So I still don't know what the fuck that means yet, but I'll find out soon. But do you have something to say real quick? You look like you're
No.
ready. Oh, I thought you were looking there. Ray was looking
No.
like she was ready to go. But we're gonna be back soon. We'll be back with some more lists.
Yep.
But we're also let everybody know real quick. We got vacations coming up, so there might be a slight hiatus and stuff like that, and we'll let you know on that. Okay?
Sounds good.
Because I know we are Red, and I know you are Ricker. Yeah. And summertime's hard for some people, and we are out.